It's that time of year again. Alice in July. So on the eve of one of our biggest industry conferences, we thought we'd have Jeff Higley, who runs Alice and 10 other conferences across the globe, on to discuss the new hot topics, speakers, events, mask mandates. So let's continue to support our industry. See you next week at Alice. How are you, Jeff Higley?
I'm doing great. Teague, it's been such a long time, as you well know, in between conferences, you're kind of up and down, and, we all had such a really, really, really long last 18 months. So to be like on the doorstep of the 20th anniversary of Alice, it's what we've been waiting for. When we step on stage there, it'll be 544 days since the last Alice. So yeah, I've been counting, I'm ready. Even with some of the twists and turns that we're facing as we get ready, it's still it's still something that's extraordinarily, we're just really eager to get going.
I'm sorry, do you have a big event coming up sometime soon?
Yes, actually, yes.
I was just checking in to see how the family was.
Oh, well, the family's doing great. And if they're watching, hello. Everybody's doing great. The kids, they're all kind of gotten through COVID, with some bumps and bruises like we all have, but that age group is resilient and they're going to go. So yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. We've got the 20th anniversary of Alice coming up beginning on Monday. Of course, Alice Law on Sunday. So yeah, there's just a lot going on right now, and it's great. It's great.
All right, so I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the conference. One, you excited? I mean, you had to put it off in January to July. How's that changed things?
Well, number one, in January, we're used to that 70-ish degree weather in LA. Probably going to be 80 to 85 on, next week. So that'll be a big change. Beyond that, it's a lot of the, of the things that have made Alice what it has become over the years. A lot of conversation, a lot of, opportunity to mix, mingle, and network, and a lot of opportunity to, I think, have some fun with colleagues, friends, people you've never met before, for the first time in a long time. So I think people are excited about it.
Are you? What do you hear? What's attendance looking like? What are you hearing from speakers and sponsors? People excited?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of this, a lot of comments similar to what I'm sure you got before your conference was, thank you for moving forward with this. Thanks for having it. The industry needs to move ahead. We need to set an example that meetings can happen and that hotels can host group business in a safe, efficient, and productive manner. So that's the number one message we're getting from sponsors, from delegates, from people throughout the industry. Attendance is shaping up very well under the circumstances. We're looking at about the number that we were we were expecting from the get-go.
And what circumstances? What circumstances are you talking about?
Well, as you well know, last Saturday at 11:59 p.m., that would be 2:59 while you were sleeping Sunday morning, I'm sure. I was at my desk, right? The mask mandate went into effect. The Los Angeles County Health order that mandates masks for indoor events. So all attendees, whether they're vaccinated or not, are required to wear masks indoors. So, it's obviously, not our ideal scenario, but the way I look at it is that that's all that's changed. We're still going to have all of the things that we would have had, receptions and plenary sessions and breakout sessions, networking opportunities. You just have to mask up while you're indoors. And, fortunately, we have a big space outside in the plaza area of LA Live, that people can go out to. It's not part of the hotel, but obviously it's there for people to use. And we have a footprint outside for our for meal functions and for receptions outside on the lower level that will allow people to spill out into the fresh air and go back and forth in between indoors, outdoors, for the meals functions and most of the receptions. So we feel pretty comfortable. There's still who knows the twists and turns that are going to come between now and the start of the conference, but all in all, if this is it, we're feeling very good about things.
If mask is the only requirement, I mean, we're doing good. Should we timestamp this, by the way? What is this, Wednesday afternoon that we're actually recording?
That's right. Thank you for pointing that out. That is true.
All right, so give me a sales pitch on the conference. Tell me what you're excited about. What speakers, what, I don't know, sponsors or what events. What are you looking forward to? What should I look forward to?
You know what? I love all of our sponsors. Love all of our speakers. Love all of our delegates. Even you, Teague.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. Right. I mean, like I said, I think the speaker lineup is stellar as it always is. We have 25 industry CEOs on plenary sessions. We have a series of 4 CEO solutions in which 4 CEOs, Tony Capuano, Hilda Perez Alvarado from JLL, Tom Baltimore from Park, and Kristen Sutter from Hilton, all people that well. They're going to kind of present an industry challenge and then their solution to it during plenary sessions. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the networking, even in masks indoors and obviously without masks outdoors. There's going to be just a lot of reunions, I guess, for lack of a better word, because it's been a long time. And the receptions that we have planned are great. Marriott always does a great job with theirs, and they've got some some surprise things that they're going to roll out that I think will be fun for people to enjoy a little bit of indoor outdoor movement, and it'll be fun. So there's just a lot to be ready for, but I think it's the understatement of this conversation is that people are ready to meet, people are ready to do business, and that's what the ALIS conference is all about. It's all about getting people together to conduct business and move the industry forward, and I think we're going to take a big step next week.
So I think we are too. I'm going to give you kudos again for doing it. I'll be part of that voice. We got a lot of kudos for putting ours on. I loved it. All the attendees loved it as well. I think our industry loved it. So thank you for doing it. I know sometimes it looks like a big, powerful, impressive job, Jeff Higley, being the head of ALIS, until times like this when you start to get shut down and mask mandates on the eve of your big party. But we're gonna throw all that out. You're gonna get there. It's gonna be great. So I can't wait to get there and see you. I will tell you, I appreciate you throwing the event selfishly. I mean, I know I'm in the industry, I'm a transaction guy, but I've got 2 days worth of back-to-back meetings, 30 minutes, breakfast through dinners, every 30 minutes on the 30 minutes. With all the people that I'm talking to, doing business with right now, I mean, the transaction business is roaring back, and it's a great excuse for us to get together. So selfishly, it's great timing for me.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for you, Teague. That's what we're all about, right? So, no, in all seriousness, that's great to hear. Because that's one of the, the trademarks of ALIS is, you have meetings, so you can get business done. And, moving those forward and continuing those, even though with this mandate for masks, is an important step for us as an industry, for you with your business, for all of your clients with their business. So it really is kind of, a way to continue moving the recovery along. And, I would be remiss, yes, it's wonderful to be, that guy that you described, but there's no way I could do this without the team that I have in place. I tell people all the time, what you're looking at is just a pretty face. The people that actually make it work and make it happen are not on this call right now. They're actually working and making it happen. So, I've got Jonathan Zink, Rachel Ugai, Trisha Gregg, Razy Simons, David Seibert, Ryan Bogolmany, Karen Chavez, all going to be there on for the conference. And I can't thank them enough because they're the ones that truly make it happen and help you get business done.
It's all about the people behind the people, right, Jeff?
Amen. You learn that early. You learn that early is you surround yourself with good people and good things happen.
Do you think in 2022, what issues are going to be having in January of 22?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be the biggest issue I'm going to have is whether the Browns will make it through the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl.
They might. They're looking good.
One of 4 teams that's never been there. So,
Yeah.
You got to look at things, like lemon and lemonade. Maybe this is the year. Doubtful, but you always can hope. So, what are we going to be looking for? I think we're going to be looking for, at least I hope, and who knows in this kind of environment, because things change so quickly. But, I think we'll be seeing guys like you, the transaction people, busier than ever. And I know you're busy now, but, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think right now what we're seeing is a lot of, let's just call it backroom work of, laying some groundwork, getting things going. By January of 2022, a lot of those deals will start moving forward and being announced, and development will start moving forward in a very, I think, aggressive pace. That's under the assumption that we'll continue to conquer this pandemic, conquer COVID-19, and start putting it behind us so that we can get back to normal. So we'll continue looking for more growth for Alice in January of 2022, and at some point down the road, get back to where we were pre-pandemic, and move the bus, man, move the bus. Keep those wheels spinning.
I'm waiting for the mask mandate 2022, just for you.
There will be that will be lifted. There will be no mask. It'll probably be lifted a week after we're done. Now that's unofficial. That's me again being, but
the less you say now, the less you have to take back later, Jeff.
Fair enough. Thank you for that thank you for that reality check. Yeah. It's just interesting, Teague, because I think, just as a society, as we get out of this, we're all gonna be faced with, I think, these little temporary inconveniences or setbacks, whatever you want to call them, just to make sure that we're keeping things under control and moving forward. And if this is ours, then great. And there's one county in the entire United States that has the mask mandate, and it just so happens that we're having a conference there in the next week. And but if that's what they need to do to make people safe, then bring it on anytime, because we truly, we all can't succeed unless all parts of us succeed.
All right, so let me back up a second. You have a global view here, right? You don't just run Alice. You have 4 or 5 conferences that you run, and help me, I'm going to forget them all, but Caribbean and India and Asia and maybe Europe. Are those conferences going on? What are you learning in those? What are you seeing? Are they going to go on as scheduled? What are their mandates? What does the rest of the world look like?
Yeah, so right now we have our Caribbean conference and our Latin America OLA conference. Those are scheduled for late August, early September in the gateway to Latin America and the Caribbean in Miami. We are moving forward with those. At this point, it's knock on wood, it's all clear. The lanes are open. So, we're moving ahead. We've had, a great group of sponsors come on board. The registration's building for those. We've got a great program scheduled. Just, all kinds of topics that are important. And we're hearing the same things that we talked about for Alice for these conferences. We want to get back to business. Let's kind of move it and then develop it. And then we'll get back on our regular schedule for May in that.
So we got more a host coming up, lodging conference coming up, NYU. I think it's in November. So I don't know. Let's get out there. Let's do what we do as the hotel industry and show them, right?
Yeah, that's right. We wish everyone success, and hopefully what we do kind of builds on the next, and then Alice, and then you guys. I mean, it's there's a steady stream of events in our industry, and we wish nothing but the best for all of them, starting next week.
Thank you and your team. We're only as good as our last conference, right? Maybe not. I may have made that up. But kudos to you, and I mean it, Jeff, for everyone. Thanks for taking the guts. I know it's guts. I know you're putting your time and energy and money and reputation out there, and you got to deal with things, but you guys can handle it. So I'm excited. I'll be there to support you. So will half the rest of the industry. And I can't wait.
Yeah, thanks, Teague. Again, our parent company, North Star Travel Group, is offering all kinds of support for us, and we're here. We're ready to go, and we're going to welcome you with open arms. And if I'm allowed to, I'll even give you a big bear hug. How about that?
Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, I might have.
All right.
I might have.
All right.
Is North Star giving incentives to attendees? I'm just curious.
The incentives are a great environment to do business, to interact, and to be productive, entertained, and enjoy.
I love it. All right, let's do this. I'll see you in 5 days. Big hug.
Let's do it. All right, man. Thanks for the time. I greatly appreciate it. Say hello to Lee, your family, everyone at Hunter. Thanks for having me on, Teague.
Thanks, Jeff. You're a man. Go Browns.
Take care. Go Browns.